SBA Publications.
Hello everyone, how are you all? I hope you all are happy and healthy in your home. And I hope you all are doing very well in your studies as well. This is your mentor Sunisati, and today with me we people are going to start chapter number 11, and the name of our chapter is JavaScript in HTML documents. So here Java and HTML are two different things but the same thing, programming language. So we have learned about the HTML document as well as the JavaScript in our previous class. So let's do the same with me in this video. Without any delay, let's start our chapter. In this chapter, we will learn JavaScript program, external file, JavaScript variables, object model, JavaScript operators, document, write, and this bracket methods. Now, as usual, we are starting with the introduction part of this chapter. HTML is a document formatting language. हमें पता है कि HTML एक document formatting language है. It is based on the tags and one-way interaction with the user. To add interaction, one needs scripting language. जब हमें interaction या फिर interactive document चाहिए तो हमें क्या चाहिए? हमें language की scripting भी आनी चाहिए. Now, JavaScript is the most popular scripting language on the internet. It is developed by the Netscape. Inclusive is not part of the Java platform. It works on most of the browsers like Internet Explorer, Firefox, Chrome, etc. Now, JavaScript. Java is a scripting language with a simple syntax which add interactivity to web pages. It executes when some changes have to be reflected on web pages. For example, when a user clicks on a link in a web page, predefined action will occur. JavaScript provides a high level of interaction between user and the document. So, हमें पता है कि जो हम HTML करते हैं या फिर हम Java की भी स्क्रिप्टिंग लैंग्वेज देखते हैं, उसमें क्या होता है, आपके पास बहुत सारे लिंक्स होते हैं. आप एक लिंक से दूसरे लिंक्स पे जाते हो, एक वेब पेज से दूसरे वेब पेज पे जाते हो. सो बेसिकली जब आप एक पेज से दूसरे पेज जा रहे हो तो आपको पता है कि आपको एक प्री डिफाइंड रिजल्ट मिलेगा, एक प्री डिफाइंड एक्शन होगा. ओके, सो ये किसके कारण है? जावा के कारण, बिकॉज इट इज ऑलरेडी स्क्रिप्टेड प्रीवियसली. Now, JavaScript provides a high level of interaction between user and the document. Now, some importance of JavaScript. It is purely object-oriented programming language, as we all know. We have learned in the previous chapter as well. Now, JavaScript is a scripting and lightweight programming language. Anyone can use it. It is user-friendly and it is supported by most of the browsers, that is Firefox, Mozilla, Internet Explorer, Opera, Chrome, etc. It adds interactive elements to web pages. इससे हम interactive elements को add कर सकते हैं अपने web pages में. Now, writing a JavaScript. One can use the JavaScript statement in HTML documents by enclosing the statement between opening script tags and closing script tags. So, बताया जा रहा है कि आप JavaScript में HTML documents की statement को लिख सकते हैं. But you have to always remember that आपको opening के लिए script tag ऐसे open करना पड़ेगा, and for closing tag we have this closing tag. Now, the section between two tags, that is opening tag and closing tag, is called script block. जो हमारे पास opening tag and closing tag के बीच में जितना भी content होगा, that will be known as script block. Script language equals to JavaScript. JavaScript statements and then closing tag. You can add the script tag, which is this one, in the head or in the body of any HTML document. आप इसे हेड में या फिर HTML डॉक्यूमेंट की ओपनिंग में लिख सकते हैं. यू कैन ऑल्सो ब्रेक स्क्रिप्ट कोड इनटू स्मॉल पार्ट्स. आप स्क्रिप्ट कोड को स्मॉल पार्ट्स में ब्रेक भी कर सकते हैं. बट वी हैव टू स्टार्ट ईच पार्ट with the script tag. Script opening tag and close it with the closing tag, that is this one /script. For better readability and understanding, we keep all the JavaScript code together in one single action, in one single section of the HTML document. Now we have external file. The external file is a text file containing JavaScript code with a JS, with the extension of .js file extension. It is used to run the same JavaScript or several pages. अगर आपको several pages में same JavaScript को बार बार run कराना है. In this you don't have to write the same script on every page. इसलिए आपको हर एक पेज पे बार बार स्क्रिप्ट लिखने की नीड नहीं पड़ेगी. Instead you can write a JavaScript in an external file. So क्योंकि आप जावा फाइल को जावा मतलब जो भी आपकी जावा की स्क्रिप्ट है उसे आप एक एक्सटर्नल फाइल बनाकर उसके साथ एक्सटेंशन लगाकर उसे सेव कर सकते हैं एंड देन किसी और ब्राउजर में किसी और पेज पे आप उसे सेव कर सकते हैं. नाउ यूजिंग द एक्सटर्नल जावास्क्रिप्ट फाइल, अगर आपको किसी भी एक कंटेंट में, एक प्रोग्रामिंग में, आपको एक प्रोजेक्ट में बाहर से एक्सटर्नल जावास्क्रिप्ट फाइल इनटेक करनी है, सो व्हाट वी विल डू? To use the external JavaScript file, you have to point to the .js file in the src script option attribute of the script tag like script language, then JavaScript in double quotes, then src, that is script file.js. Now JavaScript statement and then script closing tag. Now we have object model. So JavaScript is characterized by the object models like other programming language. Now you can work with objects. In JavaScript program for programming purpose as you work in other HTML documents, browser window, forms, etc. Now these objects are formed by other objects, text boxes, radio buttons, etc. अब ये जो objects है वो कहाँ से मिले हैं, कहाँ से इनको बनाया है? Other objects like text boxes, radio buttons, etc. Now, information about the object can be accessed with the help of methods, a kind of property assigned to an object. अगर हमें property चाहिए, कुछ understanding करने object के लिए, then हम वो भी कर सकते हैं. Now, in other words, methods are the action which you perform on or with objects. Now, by using simple objects and methods, you can write program in JavaScript. For any object that has a method, you have to type the name of the object followed by a dot. अगर आपको ऑब्जेक्ट का मेथड देखना है, मेथड जानना है, या फिर आपको पता करना है कि ऑब्जेक्ट के पास मेथड है, then you have to use the extension dot. Now, then write the name of the method. उसके बाद आपको मेथड का नेम लिखना है and a set of parentheses. For example, if you have an object named aeroplane and you want to define a method that is transport, then you have to type aeroplane dot transport. Now document dot write bracket method. Okay, we can use document write this method to display the text on the browser window. It uses an object called as document, which refers to the current document. The instruction that JavaScript can handle for HTML is managed by the object only. Now write this object displayed a string on text on the screen. Example, document dot write and then hello students in double quotes. So it will display the message hello students on the browser window. Now we have JavaScript program. To display a simple text, the following script has to be followed. So firstly, as usual, we are doing the document, so we have to start with the HTML tag, then head, then title, then head close, then body start, then script language, now JavaScript, and then document.write, God bless you. Now script close, body close, HTML close. And this will result in like this. God bless you. Now we have using HTML tags. HTML tag can also be included in the JavaScript code to generate HTML elements. HTML एलिमेंट्स बनाने के लिए HTML टैग्स में हम जावास्क्रिप्ट कोड को भी ऐड कर सकते हैं। All HTML tags are valid in JavaScript. HTML के जितने भी टैग्स होते हैं वो सारे के सारे JavaScript में वैलिड हैं। Now the browser treats each HTML accordingly, like if the string from the document.write method is received by the browser, then it accepts the string enclosed within the parameters within the parentheses and double quotes and treats it as HTML code, otherwise accept it as a simple text. Example, HTML, then head close, then title, then body, then script language, JavaScript, now document.write heading 1, I am Ojas Mohanty. Document.write heading 2, I study in class 7th. Now document.write H3, that is heading 3, I love my computer, and then heading close. Now script close, body close, and HTML. Now rules for writing a program using JavaScript. What are the rules? Set of rules to write a program in a JavaScript. Firstly is the scripting language has to be written within the starting script tag and closing script tag in an HTML document. आपको starting tag और closing tag को लिखना पड़ेगा. Now the script tag can either be written in head or body of the HTML document. अब आप जो script tag है, script opening and script close, वो आप लिख सकते हैं head और body में HTML की. Now in a program you can have more than one script tags. आप एक प्रोग्राम में more than one script रख सकते हैं. Now JavaScript is a case sensitive language. So you have to understand कि आप जो लिख रहे हो उसमें कौन सा case है. Now using semicolon at the end of the statement is optional. Semicolon use करना आपके at the end of statement, किसी भी statement के end में ये optional है, but it makes us possible to write multiple statement in one line. So इससे क्या होता है, अगर आप इसे करेंगे तो आप multiple statement को एक line में लिख सकते हैं. So again it is useful. Now to add comments to JavaScript code. Comment is a line of code that is not interpreted by the interpreter. Comment एक ऐसी लाइन है कोड की जो कि इंटरप्रेटर से इंटरप्रेटेड नहीं होती है. It ignores any text that is written as comment. जो भी आप कमेंट में लिखते हो वो एग्जीक्यूशन से इग्नोर होती है, वो दिखती नहीं है. Now comments make the code more readable. There are two types of comments in JavaScript: single line comments and multiple line comments. Single line comment, they begin with a double slash. They are used when comment entry has to be given in one line. सिंगल लाइन कमेंट्स को हम तब यूज करते हैं जब हमें पूरा कमेंट एक ही लाइन में चाहिए. इसको हम स्टार्ट करने से पहले डबल स्लैश यूज करते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल डबल स्लैश दिस इज अ जावास्क्रिप्ट कोड. नाउ मल्टीपल लाइन कमेंट्स, these comments are enclosed between slash star and star slash. These are used when the comments exceed more than one line. अगर comment आपकी एक लाइन से ज़्यादा exceed कर रहा है, then you will use multiple line comments. Now we have JavaScript variables. Variables are the names given to a memory location, as we all know, that can be used to store data. Now the value can be changed during execution of a script. By default, these variables can hold only one value at a time. But a variable can have a short name like x or a more descriptive name like count underscore num, that refers number. To assign name of the variables, following rules must be followed. These are the rules. First is that it can contain letters A to Z and small letters A to Z. Now digits 0 to 9 and underscore, and then these are the only things. Now variable names are case sensitive. That is, small x and capital X are two different variables. It must start with a letter and then it cannot contain empty space. It cannot have more than 255 characters. So that was about variables. Now variables in JavaScript. A variable can be declared in JavaScript by using var along with the variable name. The variable with no value are empty but by default. The variable with no value are empty by default. You can assign values to the variable at the time of declaring. आप time of declaring के time पे ही value assign कर सकते हो variables पे. For example, variable n1 equals to 5, variable fn name that is Shreya's, example HTML, then body open, then script language JavaScript, then you are writing the statements, document.write hello friends, word name, variable name is Shreya's, then script close, then body close, then HTML close. So this will say hello Shreya's. Now we have JavaScript operators. Consider the expression 3 plus 2 is equals to 5. Here 3 and 2 are called operands and plus sign is the operator. So example को हम consider करते हैं कि 3 plus 2 equals to 5 as we all know. Okay, this is a mathematical operation. Here 3 and 2 are known as, will called as operands क्योंकि इसमें हम operation execute कर रहे हैं. And जो हम operation execute कर रहे हैं that is plus is known as operator. Now JavaScript language support following types of operators. These are arithmetic operators, comparison operators, also known as relative operations, okay, operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, assignment operators, conditional or ternary operators. Let's have a look on all the operators one by one. First we have arithmetic operator. As the name is saying, we will do here calculation kind of symbols. Okay, there are following arithmetic operators supported by JavaScript language. Assume variable a holds 20, a equals to 20 and b equals to 40. Okay, b holds 40. Then operator plus will add two operands, that means a plus b will give us 40 plus 20, that is 60, minus subtract second operand from the first, so b minus a will give 20. This star says multiply both operands, so a into b will give 800, slash says divide numerator by denominator, that is b divided by a will give us 2. Now this percentage says modulus operator and remainder of after an integer division. So there it will be b percentage a will give 0. Now plus plus says increment. So increment operator increase integer value by 1. So it will a plus plus, that is 21. Now minus minus is decrement operator, decrease integer value by 1. So it will be 19. Now we have note addition operator, that is plus, work for numeric as well as the string. For example, a plus 20 will give a20. Okay, so यहाँ पे एक आपको नोट दिया गया है कि एडिशनल ऑपरेटर जो होते हैं वो न्यूमरिक एज वेल एज स्ट्रिंग पे काम करते हैं. दैट मीन्स केसेस पे भी, लेटर्स पे भी एंड आपके नंबर्स पे भी. ओके, अल्फा न्यूमरिक्स. नाउ comparison operators. They are following comparison operators supported by JavaScript language. Assume variables a hold 20 and variable b holds 40. So again a equals to 20 and b equals to 40. Now equal to says check if the value of two operands are equal or not. If yes, then condition becomes true, otherwise false. So a equals to b is not true. Okay, because 20 and 40 are not same. Now this says that they are not equal to. So a is not equal to b. That is true because 20 and 40 is not true, not same. Now this is greater than. So check if the value of the left operand is greater than the value of the right operand. If yes, then condition will become true. So yes. So no, this is not true. Okay. Now this says less than. Check if the value of the left operand is less than the value of right operand. If yes, then condition becomes true. So yes, the statement says yes because a is lesser than b. Now this says greater than or equal to. It checks if the value of the left operand is greater than or equal to the value of right operand. If yes, then condition becomes true. So this will be a is greater than or equal to b is not true. Now, this is less than or equal to. Check if the value of left operand is less than or equal to the value of right operand? If yes, then condition become true. So yes, this statement is true because it is less than or equal to. Now we have logical operators. There are following logical operators supported by JavaScript language. Assume variable a holds 20 and again variable b holds 40. So this is the AND, okay, sign of AND. It will say that logical AND operator, okay, it is known as logical AND operator. If both the operands are non-zero, then condition becomes true. So yes, this is true because a and b both are the numbers. They all are not having 0. Now this is logical OR operator. If any one of the operands are non-zero, then the condition will become true. So yes, again this is true. A और B में से एक ना एक ऐसे नंबर है जो कि 0 नहीं है. Now this is NOT, called logical NOT operator. This is used to reverse the statement of this one, okay, of its operand. If the condition is true, then logical NOT operator will make false. So this is false. Now bitwise operators. Here they are following bitwise operators supported by JavaScript language. Assume variable a holds 2 and variable b holds 3. So here a equals to 2 and b equals to 3. Now this is AND, called bitwise AND operator. It performs a Boolean AND operation on each bits of its integral argument. So see here, a and b is 2. Okay, now this says called bitwise OR operator. Here it performs a Boolean OR operation on each bits of its integer argument. So again, this a and b, a slash b, a line b is 3. Now this says bitwise XOR operators. It performs a Boolean exclusive OR operation on each bit of its integral argument. Exclusive OR means that either operand 1 is true or operand 2 is true. इन दोनों में से एक ना एक तो true हो, but not both. दोनों के दोनों ना हो. So this equals to 1. Now this is the bitwise NOT operator. It is the unary operator and operated by reversing all bits in the operand. So again this is 4. Now this says bitwise shift left because it is in the left direction. So it moves all the bits in the first operand to the left by the number or places specified in the second operand. Now bits are filled with 0. So shifting a value left by 1 position is equivalent to multiplying by 2. Now shifting 2 positions is equivalent to multiplying by 4, etc. So this is how you will write the statement. Now this is called bitwise shift right with sign operator. It is quite similar to the left one. Okay. Then we have this one. So this says call bitwise shift right with 0 operators. So this operator is just like this one operator. Okay, it is totally like this one operator. But here is the concept that except that the bits shifted in the left are always 0. Here this is the exception here. And this is how it is written. Now we have assignment operators. There are following assignment operators supported by the JavaScript language. This is the sign of equal to. It says simple assignment to operator assigning values from right side operands to left side operands. So C equals to A plus B will assign value of A and B, that is A plus B into C. So यहाँ पे आपको क्या बताया जा रहा है कि आप दोनों को जब ऐड कर रहे हैं, then it is giving C. Okay, so we are assigning the value of A and B, that is equals to C. Now we have plus equals to, this says add and assignment operator. So this will say it adds right operand to the left operand and assign the result to the left operand. That means पहले ये add करेगा right operand को left operand से and then ये कहेगा कि आपको then ये assign करेगा result को वापस left operand से. Now this says subtract and assignment. Again here these are the same, but the concept is here we are doing the firstly addition and then assigning. Here we will do firstly subtraction and then assigning to the left. Now this is multiply equals to multiply and assignment. Firstly it will multiply with the left operand, okay, and then it will assign to the left operand. and this is the slash equals to divide and assignment. Here firstly it will divide left operand with the right operand and then assign to the left operand, and this is percentage equals to again modulus and assignment operator. So firstly it will find out the modulus and then it will assign to the left operand. Now we have the conditional operators. So there is an operator called conditional operator. This first evaluates an expression for a true or false value and then execute one of the two given statement depending upon the result of the evaluation. इसमें क्या होगा, आपके पास पहले conditions होगी, okay, and ये दोनों expression को understand करेगा. अगर आपके expressions true है, then ये आगे आपका execution करेगा. If statements are saying false, it results to false, then it will not continue to the execution. Now conditional operator supported by JavaScript language is, here we have operator and description of this symbol is conditional expression. For example, if condition is true, then value x, otherwise value y. So here is the conditional based. Now we have the types of operator. The type of operator. The type of is a unary operator that is placed before its single operand, which can be of any type. Its value is a string indicating the data type of the operand. Now the type of operator evaluate to number or string. जो आपका data type है, जो आपका operator type है, वो evaluate करता है या तो number को या तो string को या तो boolean को. Okay, if it is operand is a number, अगर उसके operand जो होगा वो एक number है या फिर string है या फिर boolean है, then and returns true or false based on the evaluation. अगर ये सब है तो इसके बाद रिटर्न होता है आपके ट्रू और फॉल्स बेस्ड ऑफ कंडीशन पे. ओके, अगर ट्रू है देन आपका आगे कंटिन्यू होगा प्रोसीजर और अगर फॉल्स हुआ तो नहीं होगा. सो अगेन इट इज बेस्ड ऑन इवैल्यूएशन. हियर इज द लिस्ट ऑफ रिटर्न वैल्यूज फॉर द टाइप ऑफ ऑपरेटर्स. So again here we have the type, that is number, then string, then boolean, then object, then function, then undefined, then null. So number says number, string says string, boolean says boolean, then object says object, function says function, undefined says undefined, and null says object in double quotes. Okay, that was all about your chapter. Now we have the key points of this chapter. JavaScript is a scripting language used to make web pages more attractive. JavaScript एक scripting language है जिससे हम web page को more attractive बनाते हैं. Now comments in JavaScript make the code more readable. जो comments आपके JavaScript में वो code को और भी ज़्यादा read to able करते हैं. Okay, read to able to read. Able to read बनाते हैं. Now JavaScript is supported by most of the browsers, that is Firefox, Internet Explorer, Opera, etc. Now JavaScript is a case sensitive language, so you have to be aware of case all the time. Now different operators in JavaScript are arithmetic, comparison, logical, conditional, bitwise and assignment operators. Then we have JavaScript cannot have more than 255 characters. This is again the important note of this chapter. Now single line comments are used when comments entry has to be given in one line only, and multiple line comments are used when the comments exceed more than one line. So students, that was all about your key points of this chapter as well as the chapter. On the behalf of the above explained chapter, you people are provided with the let's do it back exercise of this chapter, which includes so many questions, fill in the blanks, true, false, and so many activities as well. This you have to do by yourself with the help of the concept I just discussed above. So student, I hope each and every concept of this chapter is totally clear to you. If you found any query in any part of this chapter, please go once again to that part so that your concept is totally crystal clear. Now I will meet you in the next video with another amazing chapter. Till then, keep on learning, stay healthy, take care, bye bye.